The crossover squat. This is where I kind of classify our transverse plane. So we've got our bilateral squat, which is more sagittal. We've got our frontal plane, which is our lateral squat. And our crossover squat, our body wants to really start to rotate. And Steve is going to have to challenge himself to maintain a forward posture. So hips, knees, and toes and torso are all going to remain forward. And he's not going to let his torso and hips rotate to the side as he squats down. So he's going to get into a kind of a speed skater position. With this position, we want to make sure there's clearance between here. If he narrowed his stance up too much, his knees are going to hit as he's trying to do this. So we got to make sure the hip mobility is adequate enough so he can clear this, getting on, basically crossing the midline. Hips, knees, and toes, again, need to face forward. So he's doing a pretty good job here. I'd want to make sure he can stay nice and tall. He started to lean down a little bit into that. So same squatting mechanics. I'm looking at upper body posture. I'm looking at hips, knees, toes. Good. With this, client should get a big stretch in your left glute. So this left leg here, as he goes down into that, he should feel a good stretch through that glute. A big compensation you're going to see is as they go down, the hips start to open up. And that almost changes it more into like a split squat instead of this transverse plane where it's resisting the rotation. So this is our crossover squat, and good way to challenge squatting patterns to really challenge that transverse plane.